Slytherin house is full of ambitious characters, but who are you most similar to? Let's take a look at which notable Slytherin matches your personality. Number 1. If you are a nerd and proud, you are like Scorpius Malfoy. Are you somebody that is happiest when learning something new? Do you spend most of your time with your nose in a book? Are you unafraid to be your geeky self, even when others don't appreciate it? If this sounds anything like you, you are Scorpius Malfoy. Scorpius was one Slytherin that was not ashamed or scared to embrace his nerdy side. He took pride in his schoolwork, enjoyed reading, and was ambitious when it came to his magical knowledge. If anything, studying hard seems to be Scorpius' happy place. His best friend Albus recognized this and said that a good way to distract Scorpius from difficult emotional issues was to take him to the library. And despite Albus' gentle teasing, Scorpius never pretended to anything other than his excellent boffin self, and neither should you. Number 2. If you are prepared to do what is right rather than what is easy, you are like Leta Lestrange. Leta Lestrange was by no means perfect. She had a history of lashing out at those who wronged her, and she didn't always seem to be a great friend for Newt. However, while Leta was flawed, she ultimately stood up to protect those who she loved. During Crimes of Grindelwald, when she realized that Newt and Theseus was in peril, she caused a distraction to aid in their escape. It worked, but she ended up paying the ultimate price and was engulfed in Grindelwald's flames. If you are someone who has had to make some difficult decisions to protect those you care about, then you are like Leta Lestrange. While it might be nice to have an easy life, your conscience would not allow it, and you are a stronger person for it. Number 3. If you are sarcasm savant, you are like Severus Snape. When you think of the surly head of Slytherin, you would be forgiven for not immediately realizing that Snape possessed a sense of humor, and it's true that he was often sour, unpleasant, and a bully. However, sometimes Snape's loathing of the world slipped into some excellent deadpan humor. Who can forget the time he replied to Umbridge questioning his teaching history with the perfect sardonic obviously, or the many sarcastic comments he made throughout Harry's time at Hogwarts. For example, his reaction to Harry's terrible answer about Ghost and Inferi was particularly amusing. If you are someone that doesn't buy into the idea that sarcasm is the lowest form of wit, has been known to make some side-splittingly sharp-tongued remarks, and has a knack for finding a quip for any situation, then you share some traits with Snape. Number 4. If family matters more to you than anything else, you are like Narcissa Malfoy. Narcissa Malfoy was hardly someone you would consider to be a good person. She colluded with the Death Eater and Voldemort, was a bigot and believed in pure blood superiority. Yet there was one thing she valued above all else, and that was her family. During the Battle of Hogwarts, Narcissa lied to Voldemort and told him Harry was dead, so that she could return to try and find her son. Her motivation was not to do the right thing or to protect Harry, but to reunite her family. To lie to someone as powerful as Voldemort is not a small feat. Narcissa's love for her family outweighed any sympathy she had with Voldemort's cause and was her utmost priority. If you are someone who would do anything for the family, then you are like Narcissa. There is nothing more important to you than the safety and well-being of those closest to you. Even if you don't agree with all the choice they have made, you will still support them no matter what, because that is what you believe family should do. Number 5. If you are a fan of the finer things in life, you are like Horace Slughorn. Do you always have one eye on the latest out after trends? Do you enjoy your home comforts and little treats? Do you have an eye for collecting precious things? Are you more likely to pick something valuable over something sentimental? Then I think you are most like Horace Slughorn. The former head of Slytherin was a complicated fellow, but he definitely had a taste for the finer things in life, whether it was a box of crystallized pineapple, a bottle of oak matured mead, a hamper sent from Honeydukes every birthday, or free tickets to see the Holyhead Harpies play. Slughorn was never happier than when he was collecting a new and excited treasure or gift. So if you are a fan of materialistic things and think there is nothing wrong in enjoying life, you will find that you do have a lot in common. So thanks a lot for watching Potterless. So this was the video about which Slytherin are you most like. I hope you find this video helpful and you like this video, and if you really did, then please hit the thumbs up and subscribe to this channel if you are new here, because I keep bringing Harry Potter stuff regularly. So keep supporting like that, and I will keep bringing my Harry Potter videos like that, and also soon I will start posting memes. So now I will see you in my next one. Till then, take care, goodbye, and stay away from the muggles.